Bullying is a misuse of power through both physical and mental actions. Bullying not only leads to physical harm but can also destroy someone mentally, leaving them scarred and a different person. There are two main forms of bullying, in-person and cyberbullying. In-person bullying is exactly what it sounds like. It's when the bully and the victim are face-to-face with each other. In-person bullying includes physical harm, such as hitting, shoving, pushing, etc. Here is an example of in-person bullying.
That if you're talking enough sense, then you'll lose your mind. And I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me.
As you can see from this video produced by LKNC Film Productions, this small boy is surrounded by kids who are older and bigger than him, and they push him to the ground and attack him, leaving him feeling sad and lonely. This happens more often than not, especially in public high schools, where they target weak-minded children who are small and can't stand up for themselves. Here's another example that is less intense.
Get out of my seat, Genevieve.
Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place behind a screen or online. This is where the bully will either text, tweet, post, or do something online that other people can see along with the victim. This one is a little bit more mentally challenging towards the victim because other people see the mean, hurtful comments and then they join in because they're just behind a screen and they don't have to own up to what they're saying to this victim. Here is an example of cyberbullying. As you can see, both forms of bullying hurt the victim. In-person bullying is more physical hurt along with mental components, whereas cyberbullying is more just mental components of hurt. According to Woke and Larea in the article Long-Term Effects of Bullying, children who were victims of bullying have been consistently found to be at higher risk of anxiety and depression. Bullying not only leaves physical scars but mental ones as well. This girl has been called all of these horrible names, and now she associates herself with the words that have been said from her bullies. Woke and Larea also make the claim that those who have an emotional reaction, for example, cry, run away, or get visibly upset, and have nobody to stand up for them, are the repeated targets of bullying. Some kids either feel so alone or they know not to bother anyone with their problems, so they tend to hide their feelings behind a mask of fake emotion. For example, kids will pretend they're fine when someone asks, but in reality they're dying inside. An example of this is seen in the short film I'm Fine by MVHS TV.
We're going to class. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I gotta go back to class.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let me go talk to those students.
No.
The victim in this scene is a young girl who was bullied by her entire school. This image specifically shows a group of older kids picking on her, and even when a teacher reaches out to help her, she lies and says that she's fine with it because she doesn't want to burden anybody with her problems. When bullying becomes that severe, that's when the depression kicks in. Depression makes you think that nothing will ever be okay, no matter who reaches out to help you or what nice words they say to you to help you grow out of the depression. It's a terrible sickness that just destroys any confidence and happiness in your mind. When this starts to happen, that's when the self-harm and suicide rates go up when it comes to bullying. According to Ford in the article Bullying and Mental Health and Suicidal Behavior, victims were more likely to have self-harmed and made a plan to commit suicide than those who were uninvolved in bullying. Victims of bullying believe that self-harm releases the pain that the bullies have endured on them, so they keep doing it in hopes to feel better. Kids who commit suicide are doing it to feel free from the burden that the bullies have put on them, but this is only a temporary fix and simply passes the pain on from them to their family members and friends who love them. When the situation gets extremely out of hand and very bad mentally towards the victim, They tend to believe that nothing can help them except ending their own life to get rid of the burden that they're facing. This is never the answer, and there is always a way to help, but kids and adults don't really know how to go about that. The following clip may be disturbing to some viewers.
Hello? I'm here to help. Do you want to open up? Oh my God.
I can't do it anymore. It hurts.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is a scene from the short film Dismissed by Aisha Scott. In this scene, this little girl is harming herself due to being bullied at school. And if it wasn't for her opening up to the teacher and the teacher offering her hand to help this girl, she might not have made it to the end to see how her life turns out. This is important because you should always reach out and especially be nice to anybody because you never know what they're dealing with. There are numerous resources to reach out to if you or someone you know is being bullied. The Cyber Smile Foundation is a nonprofit organization that helps victims of bullying get the help that they need. If you have feelings of suicide, there's the Suicide Prevention Hotline where they're on call 24/7 if you are feeling like you just cannot keep going any longer. And if you are a parent or an adult, there are many warning signs to look out for if your child or a kid that you know is being bullied and how you can help them.